Betcher, founder of Mind Muscle Memory and creator of the Equalizer X program. And these 3 secrets that I'm going to go through provide you with the understanding that there's a big difference from just, your calories you're eating and the output that you're putting out in terms of what the results you're gonna achieve, okay? So the first secret, let me get right into it here. The first secret is that you're not just going to be moving your body. I used to believe I could just get into a fitness facility or go into the weight room and just move weights and push things around. And then what I learned is that might give me some general movement, but it sort of stiffens things up, and I'm not using the right pattern of movement. So I really began to realize that the pattern of movement has to be very precise. Because if I didn't actively move the muscle in the right movement pattern, then it wasn't going to get any results. And so what I quickly began to realize is that the better I concentrated my efforts and found the muscles and made the muscles do the movement with the proper stretch and flexing pattern, that I got improved results. I got better muscle shape, better conditioning. I got my output better. So the first secret is in the Muscle Finder method. That is the M3 method that we have to help you find on the pattern, 3-step pattern, to make sure that you find the muscles that you're targeting so they actually can improve and adapt, okay? So that's the first secret, is using the Muscle Finder method. It's not just about pushing and pulling or just general exercise, but it's about developing the proper patterns and making sure you don't have any imbalances, because that's the only way you'll find the imbalances is if you find the appropriate patterns on the front of the shoulder, right and left, the front of the thigh, right and left, the back of the hip, right and left, and make sure those patterns are on the proper function, and then you can improve and get that shape you want. So the second secret is, I used to think it was just about calories in, calories out. And I always hearing a lot about protein and fats, and it was sort of confusing. And then, I used to have this belief I had to have the protein in, I had to have just the right amount of calories. But then I began to learn, and I understood now that it's about the amount of digestion, the proper digestion we have, and that comes from the dietary fiber that's in each meal. So each meal, you need to have right around a sticky fiber. That's what we have coined the term sticky fiber here at Mind Muscle Memory, and that is the proper amount of dietary fiber that you put in your holding tank, because your holding tank's your stomach, right? The proper amount of dietary fiber that you put in there every single meal will then determine how it's digested in the pattern and the actual nutrient breakdown that starts in that stomach and goes on into the small intestine. So it's not just calories. In fact, as you get better and better with your output and your fine motor skills and how much energy you have, and you build up on your capabilities to your apex of our pyramid for the Equalizer X, then you're going to realize that it's not really even calorie counting anymore. It's just dietary fiber and making sure you're maintaining the right amount of protein so that you're getting adequate rejuvenation of the muscles and proper digestion of all your foods, including your proteins. Okay? Now the third secret is really one that you're going to be sort of maybe thinking overall, why does this work this way? Well, let me tell you, I used to believe that if I just had this long-term vision and I was just going to keep pushing for it, that it would just come, quicker. But what I found out is it doesn't come quicker just because you have that long-term vision. It's about the short-term goals. So what we have for you at Mind Muscle Memory and the focus and the patterns is about short-term goals. So yes, keep the vision, right? Keep the vision of what you want for your long-term goal, what you want to see for your overall health, what you can have in your body, and how you get the capabilities to do this. But it's the short-term goals, making the muscles even on your muscle finder so that the right arm and the left arm have the proper muscle pattern. And that's an achievement, right? The proper muscle pattern for the back of the legs and the front of the thigh. That's an achievement. That is a short-term goal. Making sure that your core is equally balanced with your arms and your legs. Sometimes, we just work so hard on our arms or our legs that we forget we have to have the core control that body position. So that's why we have the Equalizer X. You have to have your core and your extremities have a balance to them. So it's these short-term goals. Short-term goals get you the steps along the roadmap to the long-term vision. And then once you get there, of course, having that short-term goals and having the muscle finder and having the sticky fiber and the right amount of dietary fiber, actually have the proper digestion, that's what's getting you to that long-term goal. So those are the 3 secrets. Again, the muscle finder, proper muscle pattern, are not just about getting yourself tired, but it's about actually evaluating what's strong and what's weak. Again, that's a short-term goal as well, the evaluation process. Getting the right amount of sticky fiber, the dietary fiber, so you're not even thinking about calories, you're thinking about how is that dietary fiber getting me to digest properly from top to bottom. And the short-term goals that get you along your roadmap and your progress towards getting to your apex. And also, once you get to that apex, once you feel that, you're going to have to reset that progress, reset those short-term goals, and you might have reset a new long-term vision, but you want to make sure then you're pulling and looking at the short-term goals to get to that vision, okay? So thank you so much. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, that's what we're here for. We're your guides to make sure that you become a full M3 equalizer, you get to that apex, and then you have to stay there. Stay there for the long haul and keep it going. Thank you so much.